Okay, welcome everybody. Coffee and art in the morning. You're weird, and I like you. So this morning, before I hit record, I was cutting up some old art journal pages. Just cutting up. They're in different stages of flux. And so I've been cutting these up and I did a few already before I hit record. Let's get the light locked in here. Where's the dealio here? What's the dealio? Will that lock it in there? Let's test that out. What? Who fell? I didn't see you. Are you talking about Terry fell and hit her head? Well, she seems fine this morning because she just posted Mount Shasta. So I guess she's okay, Vicky, if that's who you're talking about. She seems okay. I missed but I got some videos here and a couple of pictures, so I'll show those here in just a minute. Let's see, media. Yeah. Some pictures that Terry posted. There's the mountain. Okay. So I'm cutting up old journal pages. Now, I don't know what happened when I hit record. We got a little flashed out there. Oh, I guess it's okay. It's a little on the light side, but I think we're good. I don't want to get it too dark. Just a tad down there. Okay, yeah, I guess she's okay because she's posting pictures. Let me show y'all some of the pictures she posted this morning. So let's turn it sideways so you can see. I'll probably flash my camera out, but yeah, so she's posting pictures this morning. Looky there. And then let's see. Let's go this way. Here's another one. Yeah, her on her way to look. She was scared here. Passing up this truck. Oh, let's see. So she's just showing all kinds of pictures of the scenery and stuff. But those mountain pictures were gorgeous. Gorgeous. Here's a picture on the road. So there's our Terry driving up to Oregon. I haven't seen how long they're going to be till they actually get to their new house. Yeah, Scooby says, love to you, Terry. Everybody is wanting, the best, of course. So, yeah, let's make sure. Yeah, links are on. Janet turned on links. Okay, so let's continue on cutting up some old journal pages. Here's some of the ones that we cut up right before I hit record. And I don't know if I'm going to do them this way or what way yet, but... So I'm going to kind of divide them up by colors because that's the easiest way to do them. If y'all know, when I do my art cards, I usually just start with a blank white card and then add my own collage and paint. But sometimes I'll use old journal pages as a base to start. And so that's what these are. So there's some kind of red and I like that little bit of lime. That's cool there. So that's this color. So I'm not sure which direction these are all going to go in yet. I'm just kind of dividing them up by colors. And direction. If y'all have any questions, put them in caps. If you are watching on YouTube, the recording on YouTube, this is a live show on Ustream with a live, mostly awake audience. So a little more green, these have a little bit more brown. Yeah, just kind of trying to divide them up by some colors so that when I pull paint to work on them and add more collage, I have kind of a color, pile to work from. Oh, you're welcome, Melody. Yeah, we'll be glad when she gets settled in. It's, moving is tough. Here's some red ones. And the thing about using old art journal pages, I don't remember, and some of this is dilution, some of it's who knows what. The thing is when you when you use all kind of multimedia on your art journal pages and you cut them up to repurpose them, you have to be aware any of this could smear. Any of it could move and smear because I'd have no idea what I used on these. It's kind of in that color family. This one's kind of in a random pile. So I'm just, you know, kind of, we have a brown, kind of brown and blue colors, which you know I love using those. We have some kind of brighter colors on these. We have a red pile. We have, this one is kind of blues, and this could almost, no, it's a different, I guess I want this, a different shade of blue. And then here's pinks, grays, and some blue and green. I really like this one. All right, so I have a little pile, I have my little color piles right up here. So when I cut them up, I can kind of immediately put them in those piles. Let's cut this one down. And I like vertical, I like portrait better than landscape cards, you know, tall rather than long. Sometimes they just kind of look like they should go vertical. But I really like the, I mean, sometimes they look like they should go horizontal, but I like the vertical. Do the pink and gray ones, yeah. Maybe, because I don't do a lot of those. I mean, that color, so. Let's see, yeah, that should go in that pile. Let's see if that measures out. Yeah, it does. So I'm just kind of picking and choosing. I like this little section right here. And see that some of it's kind of thick too. Like this has probably got about 3 layers on there. Okay, let's see. I think I want this, maybe this bit right here. So I just pick the section I like, and then the rest is just scraps. I don't keep them. They're too little. I don't have room for any more little tiny scraps. So let's see what else I got here. I'm working out of a stack about this big. I just pulled a stack to, okay, I really like that. Sorry guys, I bumped the camera's real low here for us. Keep bumping it. So I'm just going to kind of show you some of the pages that are in, see, they're just like, just random collage bits on them. Not even anywhere, these aren't anywhere near done. Like that little tree, you know, I like that. All right, let's see if we can get a couple out of this one. And my cards are 3 by 4. They're not ATC. ATCs are 2.5 by 3.5. My art cards are 3 by 4. I just like a little bit more real estate on them. So I'm just, and they're going to have more collage on them, and they're going to be painted. So there's going to be more on them than this. Let's see, this needs to go in this pile, I think. Yeah. Like a tree. Let's trim both ends here. If you have any questions, put them in caps. Not feeling that one. Thanks everyone for being here. I know hey Carrie, a lot of people popped in after I hit record. If I miss saying good morning to you. Hey Wee Hootie, how's the wing? Good to see you, Wee Hootie. Did you get your recovery color book yet? Hey Kitty, Libby, Linda, Lori, Lindroid, Magda. Who else did I miss? Did I say good morning? Patty D. I said hi to Scooby Girl. How's the new baby, Scooby? Good, I hope. Steffi, Subin, Sunflower, Tariel, Teresa, Terry L, TNT, Tremos. We have to put a French accent to that. Tremos. I don't know. I don't know. It just sounds like it. Corrine, did you email me? When did you email me? I'll tell you. If you just emailed me, I don't check my email while I'm streaming. So I don't know if I got it right now. So if that's what you mean. If you sent it earlier, is that the name you went by? This one's got some good colors on it. I like this one for color. So I kind of, let's just pick something I like. I like this section right here with the Once Upon a Time. Let's just cut this one down. It's really thick because I have a lot of layers on these. As you can hear, let's go with, let's see, let me cut the Once Upon a Time off there and go with 4. I like that. Goes in the bright pile. That goes in the gray pile. About a week ago. Is it Corrine? Is that your name? Did you ask for an art card? Yeah, I'll write a note. I don't know. I can't say. If I added you to the art card list, then you're in the art card pile. Yeah. I have a stack of people here that want art cards. Is your name, is that your, yeah, is your name. Okay, let me look. Looking. Did I answer you back? I usually answer people back. If you're asking me if I got it, then I must not have answered you back. And that means I probably didn't get it, because I tried to answer everybody back. Yep, you're there. I do have you. I do have you, Corrine. You're in the art card pile. you're in the pile, Corrine. I do have it. All right, let's see. I might have to get that fan in here. Oh, see, I don't really like that. Cut that off. Let's go this way. You're in the pile. Not loving this one. Oh, I do like that side. Oh, I like that side too. I still like this side, the gray. This can go in the bright pile. We'll go with that one. I'm just going to spend a little time. Thanks, Carrie. I'm going to spend a little time cutting some of these up. See, I'm just going to show you some of them. I'm not going to cut them all. I'm kind of being picky on which ones I'm cutting up because, you know, here's somewhere we did some jelly plating with die cuts from the Cameo. Oh, I got a few here from that, I think. Yeah, some of these are pulls from Cameo. See? I mean, from jelly plating. And using Cameo cutouts. I'm not sure. They're just piles of papers, guys. We have tons of stuff to work with. Oh, I like this one now. I like these colors. And I like these colors. This one we used a feather. This one we had a feather die cut. We used it with silver. Hey, Miss Rose. All right, let's see. Let's do a little bit with these. I kind of wanted this. I do want them. No, but you know what? It looks like trees this way. All right, let's trim it down this way because I want them more horizontal. Let's go this way. I'll get a couple out of here I like. Gotta get at least 3 inches though. Let's go, here we go. Go in the bright pile. This one right here, let's trim it down. I'll cut that down. Well, I can still use it down here. Let's cut this bit off here. I'm just trying to find the edges that I like. The bits I like. shooting stars. So hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's going to have a great weekend. Let's see. I do like this. I think I'll trim this one down. See what we can get out of this baby. I like the tops of these because that can be sky. See, isn't that cool? Can't you just see a whole little world in that already? I can. Alright, again, I'm going to use this top, which was the bottom, like a river right there. That's too little. Okay. Let's cut the tops and bottom off of these. Look. Looks like a mountain, roads coming up to the mountain. I saw that, Carrie. Have fun. I'm sure Bailey will be happy to see you. I'm liking those colors right there. With that little bit of teal. I might keep that as a little reference. It's too little for a card, but... Oh, here we got more. We have more featherage. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Let's cut some 3 inches. 3 inches. Cut the tops here 4. I think I'll do this set first because there's a lot of them. And I try to, when I do the cards, I try to just, you know, go with, 3-4 colors. That way it's easier to do a whole bunch of them. You know, because I try to do 8 or cards or so at a time. And so if I can stick with just a few colors, it's a lot easier to do the cards. If I can stick with a color theme. You know what I mean, Bern? All right, let's see. Here's a green one. Same kind of thing, but we used greens. So I'm just going to do the same thing with this set. And this might be a little, tedious. If you're watching a recording and this kind of thing is boring for you, just fast forward. Don't email me. Just fast forward. I don't know if anybody trades 3x4 cards. Most people trade ATC size, 2.5 by 3.5. But I'm not trading these. I'm giving them away. So I like them a little bigger. Yeah. That's just the way I roll. Oh, look at this baby. I like this. Again, I have no idea. This might be paint. It might be some dilutions. I don't know what's in it. So when I go to do the pieces, I have to be aware because I'm not starting from scratch. Like, most time I start from scratch from just a blank card. And because I'm starting with already painted cards, there's no telling what's on these. So, I like this section. I want a little bit of that, but I can fit it in. But I also like that white at the top. So, let's see. This almost looks like a beach. Can y'all see? Look, this is the horizon line for the water. This is the shoreline. And the water's coming up, like it needs some waves right there. Let's see what we can get out of this one. Do y'all see that? So I'll do a couple. Here's another one. See, this is the back. The water's coming up here. Little foamy bits right here. Okay, so this has its own pile because that's dark, dark blue. I don't think I'll use these. I missed something with Bunny. I missed it. I didn't see you come in, Bunny. Flying above the clouds, yeah. See, everybody has an imagination. They always say they don't think they have an imagination. They do. They do. All right, so see, I'm just, got different bits here. I kind of like that section right there. I kind of like, that's a stencil right there. This is a stencil on a jelly plate. I'm gonna stop here in a minute because we got plenty. There's no way we're gonna finish. Oh, but I do like to cut this one up. Look at this one. That one has some possibilities. All right. I like that right there. This bit right here. So let's see what we can get out of this. If I go with 6, I can get 2 out of this side. All right. 3 by 4. Liking this bottom part. So, hey Marilyn. So if you can cut up your cards or your old art journals, is that 3? Yeah. If you can cut up your old art journal pages into either ATCs or art card size. Let's go with this. Have any questions, just ask. Let me just I'll flip through here some of the other ones that I have. You can see any of these can be cut up. They're just different stages of things we've done over the years. And I mean like years. Years and years. Oh, I like these mountains. Let's see what else we got here. I like that too. I like that too. I like this. Trim a little off of that edge because it's a little rough. Even though it should probably, you see a sky going this way. I still like it this way. I like it this way. I can go in the bright pile. A pile of brights. Lurking. Okay, Scooby. Let's see what else we got here. A bit of trees, a bit of frog, a little bit of florals. These are all in process pages that we didn't finish. And for whatever reason, they may have been a demo, they may have been a stamp off from a stencil, leftover stencil. Who knows? I don't remember. Some dilutions, some off-cast stencils. This looks like a whole little island world over there. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one to cut up in here. I like those colors. Isn't that cool? Bird eggs. Okay, so I think we have enough. So let me just remove this stack off my desk so we can get started painting and all that. I'll show a couple my samples. The same process that I use for the art journaling, collage, cards. It's all the same process. And so I got 2 here. So this is kind of what we go for, but these started out as blank cards. These were blank, just plain white cardstock. So you have a little bit different process when you start with this, because then I go through and I start usually picking out by color collage bits. You know, I got bunches of collage bits here, and I'll go and I'll pick things out and put on a blank white card. When you start with an art journal page, where can I put this? When I start with a cut up art journal page, where's those ones? Let's go with some of these blue ones here. I like some of these, the blue and purple. Let's see. Then you have a base that you already are starting with, right? Like these two here with the, I think look like water. All right, let's move my cutter now. Oh. And I do need to put down some wax paper while I'm gluing. I don't care if paint gets on my table here, but I don't want glue. So let's see what we can do. So I think I'll start here. We'll start with first the blue, a little bit of purple or pink in there. Where's that one? This way, this way. So I'm going to pick about 6 in a color family and pull out paint and things to do 6 at a time. So we'll see how many we can get done. I mean, I've got probably at least 50 or more probably cut here. So yeah, we'll start with these 6. All right, so the next thing I want to do though is kind of pick a few extra collage bits. Y'all know I like watches, clocks, time. Let me get my little scissors. As some of my favorite elements. So I just picked these up out of the pile. I think I'll do a couple horizon line ones here. Way out in the ocean. Need to make that a little littler. That one's a good size there. Let's trim this one down a little. They're 2 separate cards. I'm just, they're kind of similar. There's a bit of a watch bit. So I'll just chat with you guys while I'm working on cutting collage elements. If y'all have any questions, put them in caps. I'm really just kind of, now this is fiddling. This is fiddling here. Just kind of going around, and this is kind of a big piece. I like the rock bit of it, but I don't want to cover up too much. I think it might go here. Got your fairy. Oh, you're welcome, Marilyn. Thanks for all your encouragement and all you do. I appreciate it. See, I got little bits like this. Some are, you got to go little. Someone asked me the other day if doing art cards is easier than the art journal page, and actually it's harder. It's harder to do art journal pages because you have to think so small. You have to think so tiny. Well, I do like a little bit of that clouds, but I got enough of that kind of thing going on. I like this texture. I don't need too much because, I got a lot of the color and base. I just want some more little bit of elements here to add to it. And I'm kind of going with the colors. Yeah, Carrie got her some new, you got a Bennett Klein or 2, didn't you, Carrie? I hope it comes in before you go, but while you're away for a week, so you have it with you. And if y'all are not a member of if you're not a part of the Bennett Klein Facebook group, if you like to color any of his sketchbooks, you would love his group. Everybody is so kind and encouraging. Yeah, Carrie got the Bennett Klein characters book because it has a squirrel. You see a face in that? Yeah, that does kind of look like a face, doesn't it? I know. All right, so now here's some marbles. I like using marbles for planets. I probably could just draw them in because look how busy these are already, you know? I don't need a whole lot on these. I really just want some watches on a couple of them, so I'm just kind of digging through here. Ah, here we go. Here's some watches. Let's see. Here's a little one here. I'm looking for some brighter colors like these blues here. Just to have a little bit of something else going on. Like that one. Just kind of play. And even where I cut that marble down, look, that's a cool little thing right there on a bigger piece, on a big poster or something. You know, you got to kind of you got to think of the scale of the stuff you're using. That's why it's a little trickier to do small. Okay, so like here's some tiny marbles. This would be good for little planets here. Let's just use one just so I can see how you can see how it works. Here, let's take a blue one. That may be not stand out enough. I kind of want to keep that beachy looking. Let's see, which one do I like? Well, let's just cut the blue one out just to see what it looks like on the blue. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. See, looks like Earth. You're not on Earth. You're seeing Earth from here. All right, let's do another one on this side. These are going to be two separate cards, but you know they're similar. There's a black and white one. Let's go with this little guy right here. Okay, let's just kind of chop him out and then. Doesn't show up. Could be in the water. Nah, it's too off. Go over here. I'm going to go right there. Crotch? What, Kitty Vaughn? Ustream cropped your answer there. It looks like you said something about a crotch. You put dots in it, and they don't like dots. This one needs something. Needs a purple. Or a yellow. I'm just kind of looking at the colors here compared to what I want. This one right here, maybe. Let's just try this color one. Thanks everybody for being here on a Friday. I stream some Fridays. It is Friday, right? I stream some Fridays, but I never can really plan a Friday. Do I want it there or there? Yeah, I'll put it back over here in the clouds. I can't really plan on Fridays, so sometimes the Fridays are kind of spontaneous or impromptu. Let's see, I'm dropping all kinds of little things. Now, see, look at these glasses here. Look at the background. Look at that. Just right there. You can make so much with just that. So look at your collage pieces not as they are, but turn them and twist them. These could be branches. It could be lightning bolts. There's so much it could be. Look, that could almost have a watch right there, just in the bottom of that glass. Now, this has already got a lot going on, so I don't need something that big. But turn your collage bits over and look at them. Right now I'm kind of digging through to find some more watches. Oh, here's a little marble thing. I think I got pretty much. Let's trim that down just a little. I find the coolest images. Hey, Laura, by the way. Hey, Whippy. How you doing? Good to see you. And like little flower buds. Like, let's see what we can do with some of these. These almost look like little people. Let's cut cut these 3 out. Let's see what we can do with these little things here. That looks like a wave right there. I want to kind of keep that. Every place, Laura, all kinds of magazines. Calendars, a lot of calendars. In February, every February, My Book's a Million, that they have for the last few years. I mean, I hope they still do it this year. Every February, they put all calendars. I'm talking leather journal calendars, every kind of planner calendars, anything that has a calendar. Doesn't matter if it's a $15 calendar or a $30 leather journal. All calendars go on sale for $3. $3. So, yeah. So, and that's usually the first week of February, which is my birthday week. So in my birthday week, I go stock up on calendars for the year. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I do. I think I want that right there. You can, and you know how beautiful calendars are. There's so many. Look at these steps. Loving those steps. Kind of fits with these colors too. Might go with this. And also, if I'm in an art journal and I'm doing a bigger piece, if you tear your collage elements, they're much easier to blend in with paint. But some of these little tiny, tiny things I'm doing here, I'm fussy cutting out. But torn edges are much easier to blend with paint. Well, and Barnes & Noble has theirs usually 50% off. So you can get a deal there too. If you can tear your edges, they'll blend better when you go to blend with paint. This is a little bit different because I'm starting with the bases already done. If you're just joining us, we cut up a bunch of old art journal pages, tons of them. And I'm going to try to do a couple different color wave sets of art cards for the giveaways. So, yeah. Like that. Okay, I need a couple watch pieces. That's what I was digging for. I got distracted. Yeah. See, something like this big marble, that's awesome for a art journal. Too big for a art card, though. Okay, here's a couple little bits of watches. Let's see what we can do here. So because I'm working so tiny, I'm just cutting them out. Do I want something? I don't know. I almost don't need it on this one, although I love me some. So I'm just seeing this as water washing up in here. Doesn't really need that because I got my planet. This one, so this one's the only one that might need something here. Don't want it to distract from my little mini planet up there, although this could probably be a black one. That would probably stand out better. Like that. Something like this. And when I start doing details, I will, that's too, not bright enough, I don't think. It's not going to show up. Need a little bit something else. I'll zoom in when I start painting and stuff. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh, here we go. Oh, need something. I want something like kind of green here. So let's just go with this. big. That's better. Almost want it behind the little mountain kind of thing there. Paint over it. Could go this way too. I like that better. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Hey Carla, Kitty, Yee, Janet, or anybody else? I think, and hi Eileen, just saw you. Okay, so we're going to go with this because I want to make more than just this set. So I got to get crack-a-lack in here, people. All right, so yeah, you can get magazines. You can get them so many places. Every thrift stores, you can buy them for 10 cents. Night night, Ozzy. Okay, so let me get my matte medium, and let's see what else I need here. A smoothing card. Okay, so I'm going to pour out some, and I use golden matte medium. I poured this into a dish soap bottle. It's much easier to, you take the lid off, pour it in, and then you can just snap the top, you know, and pour out what you want. Rather than every time you want to get a little bit out, if you pour it out of here, then you have to clean the lid off, and I put a piece of plastic so I don't glue my lid to it. So it's just much easier to do this and just squirt out a little that you need. Then if you need more, you can squirt out more. Otherwise, you're constantly cleaning off the lip of your jar because you don't want to glue it down. Or glue it shut. All right, so let's see here. Put this back in here. Get a glue brush. The only brushes I keep in water are brushes that I use for glue. So they're real crusty and gooky and whatever, but they're still soft. So those are my glue brushes. If y'all have any questions, put them in caps. It's pretty much the same thing we always do. What I'm going to do is, again, let me just kind of slide them off so I can just do a couple at a time here. I do not, because I'm using old journal pages here, I don't know what kind of, this could be dilutions. I don't think this is. The blue might be. And so it may smear. So if you're using your old art journal pages or cut up old art, you know, be aware if you don't remember, because I don't, these are years worth of pages, what you've used, that it might smear when you get it wet. Okay, I got too much water in my brush still. You may not remember, but if you start gluing down, it could smear, which, you know, it's okay, but I'm just saying, be aware it could do that. And you want to put your matte medium on the card, on the back, and over the top. You don't think it would matter, but to keep it from wrinkling, it does matter that you put it on all three things. Actually, Jean, I fell asleep before I could even get your video on. I watched Alone last night, and then watched a live Facebook thing on Oak Island, and then it was time. I was out. That was it for me, Jean. So you'll have to put me to sleep tonight, Jean. But you can feel free to go and take yourself a nap right now, Jean. Jean and I tease each other. We can put each other to sleep with our videos or just chilling, you know. I had a little too much water in my brush when I put that one down. So yeah, so I'm just going to start with that. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of matte medium over the whole thing. The reason that you like matte medium, or I like matte medium over your whole card, is because then when I go to put paint on here with my finger, baby wipe, or a brush, if I need to move it around, the matte medium allows me to move my paint around. So it really is a good idea to have matte medium over the whole thing. So I'm not having to add as much collage-y bits to this because I'm already starting with a base, right? But you know, if you're starting with a blank card, you're adding a lot more imagery because you're starting with nothing. But I'm starting with something. I've seen you do the projects. Oh, thanks, Miss Rose. I got the next stack I'm going to work from is this stack. These are kind of brown, black, and teal. And I love, these are, Jean, I don't know if you were here when you saw me cut this one up. This one is from a jelly plate pull with the feathers in silver. Can you see that? So these, look at these though. They're going to make some awesome little worlds. So that'll be our next stack after this stack. So I just need to kind of get moving. Now here's one, like I said, I'm not sure what this particular blue was. Doesn't seem to be moving, but let's get that little planet back up there. You slept? You did already sleep and you're still in bed. Gene. Oh, well, yeah, I slept. I'm still in bed. I'm going to need to go get me some more coffee, though, in a minute. Okay, there we go. All right, going to keep moving here. This one I didn't put a little planet on this one? I'll just draw one in then. These are just little flower buds. They're like essence of people. So I just put a couple of little flower buds down there. It could be mermaids coming out of the water, because these are going to be water shore scenes here. And I cut these up earlier from pages, old art journal pages, if you're just now joining us. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the whole thing matte medium so that I can play with the paint here. And I'll zoom in when we start painting. So again, these are just for giveaways. Kind of like it there, but I like it there too. I think I'll go with right there. Okay, let me get a baby wipe and get some of this off my hands. Normally I'd throw this back in the water, but I'm getting ready to use it again. So if it dries out, I have other old brushes. Those are my old brushes. My glue brushes are my old crusty brushes. All right, let's get out some baby wipes here. All right. And I also wanted to, maybe it's a sidebar. Now I'll go ahead and wait till we're done with this. Because what I also want to do is in my sketchbook project we're going to do, you know, right now I have 148 things written down. And I want to do combinations. So I want to do combinations of 2 and combinations of, I think I'll just start with 2. I was going to say and 3, but let's just start with 2. And so I'll let y'all pick me out some numbers like 1 to 48 and 2 numbers, and I'll combine those 2 things. Like for instance, let's just do one for example. Artsy Marilyn, tell me 2 numbers between 1 and 148. That's how many things I have written down so far. I have a room for more. I have room for, you know, probably about almost 200 on there. But right now I have 148. Yeah, 148 things. So give me 2 numbers. So I just want to show y'all how this is going to work. So let me get a pencil here. Where's my graph gear? And there's a lag in chat, so I have to wait. So, and I want to hit these with the heat gun to dry. Anyway, now I don't need the wax paper for the paint because I don't care if paint gets on here. I just don't want a bunch of glue on here. So I'm going to move my wax paper till I go to glue the next set. All right, so she said 28 and 77. So I don't want y'all to see the list because then you'll be picking because you've seen the list. Okay, so 28 is a Siamese cat and 77 is hands. So I'm going to go and I'll just put it on a blank page here. So a Siamese and hands. Okay, give me 2 more, Marilyn. I'm just asking Marilyn because, yeah, just because. No, it doesn't, you know, there's no system to this. Okay, a Siamese cat and hands. Okay, give me 2 more numbers, Marilyn. And I'll do a couple pages here. Maybe I'll work on them over the weekend. So whoops, let's not glue them to my thing here. My plan is I know I won't be able to sketch them all live, but some I'll be able to sketch live, but then I will sketch them, but I won't ink them until I'm with you guys. But I probably won't have time to do all the sketching, all the inking, and any coloring to it on, every one I want to draw. Okay, 34 and 99. Okay, so let's get back to my sheet here. 34 is, where's my sheet? Oh, here it is. 34 and 99. 34 is a betta fish. And 99 is a kangaroo. See how that's going to be fun? Okay, so I have a betta fishing. I should probably write the numbers down. What was it again? 34 and 99. Like that. And so now I want to combine a kangaroo and a betta fish scene. All right, let's do one more. One more, Marilyn. Give me 2 more numbers between 1 and 148. The Siamese, I don't remember what those other numbers were. I'll have to find them again. 2 more numbers, Marilyn. Yes, this is just matte medium, guys. This is not gel. This is not gel medium. It's the liquidy matte medium. It's not gel. Gel is thicker. Carrie likes the idea of the betta fishies. Okay, so that's just how it's going to work. So I'll combine a couple different things and sketch them out and ink them and draw and maybe add some color. Maybe not. We'll see. You're jumping into the kangaroo by the betta fish could be jumping out of. Yeah, so let's just say somebody had that idea. So we have a kangaroo. I'm just going to put a little sketch here. And the bait, and there's a little pocket. And then here's the fish jumping out of the pocket. I know you can't see that. It's just a little thumbnail. Okay, 111 and 37. All right, let me write the numbers. Let me get back to the blank sheet here. Okay, so 111 and 37. Okay, 111 is a Florida skunk. Now, I'm not sure what the difference between a Florida skunk and a regular skunk is, but someone said draw a Florida skunk. So a Florida skunk, and 37 is a sloth. Okay, so we got a Florida skunk and a sloth. Okay, so there's some ideas. So again, I don't want y'all to, see the list, because then y'all be picking from it. You'll look at it and you'll pick from it. Okay, so these are almost dry here. Let me just real quick hit them with the heat gun. Okay, so we got 6 more here 6 that we can work on. He loves sloths. I do too. I love me some sloths. Y'all know I have a sloth poster. Again, one of these days, I'll get them out there on. I know Terry's on her way. I'm glad Terry's on her way to Oregon, because she'd be saying, well, I want those cell phone cases now. A Florida skunk and sounds like trouble. Yes, hi Julie Topaz. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Now these, again, we've already had the colors chosen for us by the backgrounds of the cut up art journal pages. So now I always need black and white, which reminds me, I do need to go buy some more black and white. I'm getting low on both. I usually buy the big jars. I might have another leftover big jar of white, but I'm running low. So I usually buy the big $4.99 jars with a coupon of black and white. And again, I just use Deco Art Americana craft paint. They're not paying me or sponsoring me or anything. I just like their paint. So that's all I use in any of my art journals, collage, my art cards. It's just craft paint. And one of the benefits about using a craft paint in an art journal, I've found, at least my Americana matte, it doesn't say matte on it, but it's not satin, it's not gloss, just plain Americana craft paint. No satin, no gloss. It won't make your pages, your art journal pages stick together. Okay, now I want a little bit of pink. Let me see, let me find my colors here. I think I want a little bit of purpley pink. This is vivid violet. See, I'm kind of just going by the colors that are already in there. Okay. And then, let's see, what else color do I want? I think I want a green. I want a green. Should I go with citron? I love me some citron. Okay, so we're going to go with these colors. We're going to go with the vivid violet, citron green, or Irish moss. It's Irish moss. It's a little darker than citron. Black and white. Let's just go with that. See what we can do. All right. All right. So now, let's see if I'm able to hold this up without it. Yeah, I think I can hold these up without zooming in, without it fuzzing up. I think we can do that. That way you can still see what's going on, and I can pull it up and work on them in the air. It's a little tricky sometimes, but we can do it. All right, let me get a little couple of brushes here. Handy brushes. These are not small enough. Let's see. I want a little flat or a little angle. I think this one should work. Just want a little flat brush. This one might be a little big too, but we'll roll with it. All right. I'm going to mostly use my finger and baby wipe anyway. All right, so let's start with these two that I said look like ocean scenes. So what I want to do is, I do need to water me down some stars. I'm going to put out a little bit of white and spritz in some clean water on the white so that I can splatter stars with it. You can dot them out individually if you want, but I found that if you just splatter them, not only is it quicker, but they're more random. So I'm going to tap it off here, and then I'll tap here. And it's also good, if you don't like them anywhere, it'll wipe off because you got matte medium. I also want some down here in the waves. In the water here, if you get it anywhere, just take your baby wipe and wipe it away. I'm trying to be very gentle with it because I don't want a lot, I just want a little. So, and I got some on this one. All I want is a little down here in the bottom. And this one here, up here. Just barely tapping, and it's going to depend on how much, so you can get it on my hand. It's going to depend on how hard you tap it, but you can just wipe it away. That's, again, one of the benefits of the matte medium, is it makes it like you can wipe things away. Okay, let's see, I want this one up here. I'm just kind of covering up where I don't want any. There we go, that's enough. Just a little essence of stars going on there. Okay. Hey, Shell, how you doing? All right, so let's get back to this one and this one. Let me hit that with the heat gun so I'm not smearing my stars. And And I always paint the backs. I mean, I'm using old art journal pages. This one doesn't have anything on the back, but a lot of them do. But I'm going to paint the backgrounds, the back sides of them black and sign them and everything on the back. So it doesn't really matter to me what's on the back. It might be a little bumpy or crusty because there's layers back there, but I don't care. Okay, so let's go with these two, and I'm going to go now with the non-watered down white. So what I want to do is make this look like a shoreline and waves. So like let's see, I might have to use a brush to get just a horizon line back here. Just want a slight little horizon line. And then I'll kind of carry it forward. All right, let me hold it up while I do the waves. So I just want a little bit of wave thing going on here. Let's see. Maybe, do I want a big wave crashing down? A little wave crashing down? I mean, my fingers are only, kind of big to do. If your fingers can't do it, then you got to get in there with the brush. Again, it's harder to do this kind of stuff on an art card than it is, let's see, I want to wipe this out, a journal page. Because it's tiny. So you got to think, you got to work tinier. Too much water in my brush. Kind of a dry brush is what I was kind of going for. And then down here, kind of want this to be like a shore. Oh, here. I'm kind of right over that little person, whatever it is. And you just got to decide what you want. Sometimes less is more. This one, I think I'll have the wave coming in over this way. I'm just going to keep playing with it. I'm going to get in there with some pencil too after it's dry. Now do remember what I said about varnishing over pencil. If you varnish over pencil, I almost want that wave to kind of, don't want it to crash down like almost on top of her. If you add varnish to if you add pencil and then add varnish, you have to be aware that if you scrub, you can scrub your Prismacolor pencil away if you're not gentle with it. All right, so let's see if you can see a little bit here. All right, let's try to hold it up. I don't know if I want waves crashing up or if I just want this to be kind of an eddy. Come right there. I think that's what I want to do. Something like that. Hi, Cassie. All right, let's go back to this one again. And get in there with some pencil under there too. All right, so I'm going to stop on those two, and then the rest I'll be doing, the other details I'll do with pencil. So I'm going to set these two aside and move on to the new. Yeah, I showed some pictures that Terry posted this morning. Let me show again, guys, if you're just coming in. Terry Trouble is moving to Oregon, and she posted some pictures here, Mount Shasta. Let me find them here. Here we go. All right, let's go back to Terry. We'll find her. What is the pink thingy? Pink thingy. It's actually they're bits of flower buds, but I'm turning them into little people. Okay, where's her pictures of our mountains? Ah, here we go. So yeah, this is one of Terry's views a couple hours ago. Well, she posted it a couple hours ago. Yeah. There's our Terry Trouble. There's her. All right, so we'll move on. I want to, like I said, I want to try to get a couple sets of these. She said, I don't know. That's what she said. I thought she said Mount Shasta. I have no idea her routes. She didn't post her routes. She's at her new home. Oh, yay, Vicky. Okay, see, I haven't seen that yet. Gotta get it back. I gotta stay in the loop. All right, so I'm gonna put this little watch in the water here. One of the three. This doesn't need too much. Maybe a shooting star up here or something. I'm almost just kind of liking this one as it is. I should have done that with a pencil probably. It's kind of thick. Yeah, I'll have to do that with a marker or something thinner. The back of my brush is too thick. Maybe we could do a little bit of water coming over these rocks here. Whoops, sorry guys. I keep wanting to say I'm going to do it in the air. She bought a new washer and dryer. Gosh, she's on the ball. She bought a new washer and dryer. Well, I guess then those pictures are not just from 2 hours ago, right? All right, so let's see. I think I'm going to have some water splashing here. I think I'll have this maybe be a wave. A wave here. Maybe some, let's do some like misty stuff coming up in here. Again, do some of this with pencil. But I really want that to be a wave cutting right across her. Something like this. This one, I could almost see another planet right there. But I think I'll go with a shooting star. All right, let's keep moving. Gonna put some watch hands and shooting stars and different things going on here. Too much right there. Needs to be a little bit more. I think I want this to be like a mountain though. I really did. Kind of imagine this up here as a kind of a peak or something. All right, again, we're going to add more stuff with pencil. Don't want that too foggy right there. The other one looks a little bit. Okay, let's go back to this one. I want to blend this out here a little bit. Yeah, we drove from, when we moved to Alaska, we drove from San Antonio to Alaska through British Columbia, the Yukon, all that. We drove all the way. 5,000 miles total. A little bit of water coming down these stairs, I think. Something like that. And this is going to have to mist in just a little bit. All right, a little bit of, let me put this one on the baby wipe. I want to do a little bit of foggy stuff here. Like this is up in the clouds a little. There's a little transition piece of paper there I got to work on. No, it was summer and the kids stayed with we were moving, right? So we were moving to Alaska and it was in the summer. So the kids stayed with the grandparents while we drove up there and got settled in. We're military and so, you know, we move a lot, or did. He's retired now, but yeah. So just Hubs and I drove up there. This was like in the 83, I think. Drove the Alcan Highway. Back then it was dirt roads, a lot of it. Now it may all be, I don't know if it can really be paved because it freezes over and it, let's see, I need this right here. Transition better. I'll do that with pencil. All right, so I didn't even use any of my green and purple. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and just try to use some because we have it. Let's go ahead and go with a little bit more purple, a little bit of purple haze. A little bit of green down in here. Let's go with a little green down in there. Just add a little bit more color on this little cliff over here. Maybe just a little bit more purple right up in here. So let's just go touch each one a little bit here. Just to brighten up some of the colors. Because then I got to get in here with the details. Don't really need any green much in there. It's got that up there. Okay, and just kind of go through each one. Kind of brighten them up a little. A little purple there. Maybe just a little shadow on the, not much here, because I don't want any green on this one. Alrighty, so, hey Kitty Vaughn. Okay, alright, nice to have you, Kitty Vaughn. Thanks for stopping in. Nice to have new people. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit these with the heat gun, and then I'm going to go in. And see, this is the kind of stuff, now I'm still going to use black and white on the other cards, but this is the kind of stuff you want to scrape off into a desk journal. Let me pull one out here. And I may even need these colors again, but they're going to dry. Ooh, actually, could use that color over here on these. Maybe I need to do this set next. No, this is more pink, though, than the purple. So, all right, let me get a desk journal out. This is my Big Mama Jamba one. I have smaller ones, too. But it's just a rubber band, chipboard cover with a bunch of folded over copy paper, and it's just made in, signatures are held in with rubber bands, so you can see the individual signatures. So I'm just going to open a random page here where I think some of the purple and green might go. All right, so for instance, like this page here, there's already purple and green here, leftover stencil, all kinds of stuff. Looks like a mountain there. So I'll just get my palette knife and I will just scrape on the excess paint so it doesn't get wasted, you know. Then this I can end up going back in here and doing something with this later. But in the meantime, that paint's not wasted. It's on another project. See, I'm already practically scraping out a whole landscape right here. Know what I mean, Vern? And I can put the paint out there, can take a baby wipe and just, you know, get the paint on there if I want, just as a base. And then, of course, as that dries, you can add more stuff. So just using up the excess paint rather than just having it crust over in a tray. So missed the desk journal. Nice to see. Nice to see. Missed you, desk journal. Nice to see you again. Okay, so you get the idea anyway. All right, so we used up the good bit. I'm going to set this on the floor to dry. All right, now let's get back to these. Do you use extra large rubber bands? I don't know. I don't know what size they are. They're probably about that big. They're kind of the thicker ones. Let's see if I have one in my little jar here. Probably something like this, something like that. Flexible, say. So they're probably something like that. They're not like this. They're not that thick, and they're not that thin. Just kind of digging in here. Here we go. Something like maybe this one. And I found that these non-colored ones, the ones without color, are more flexible. They're way more flexible than the ones with color. I don't know why that is. But if you're going to buy rubber bands for your journals, you get the non-colored ones. I don't know what size they are, Carl. I have no idea. They're this size. This is the size I use right there. Okay. Okay. I buy them by the bag, and then I dump them in little jars like this because they're easier to get out. Okay, so let's go now to some pencil work. Let's move this over. Sip of coffee. Oh, it's cold. All right, so now I want to get some pencils. I just got my tray of what I use all the time right here. I got bundles of them in rubber bands. In rubber bands. All right. So I got a black and white right here. So, white, black. That's not it. Just Prismacolor. Now I'm going to kind of get a couple colors that kind of go with this, like a blue-gray, a lavender, and a green. All right, those colors. Sharpen. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so sharpen a couple of pencils. Somebody says they see a squirrel in here somewhere. I don't see the squirrel, so don't see the squirrel that you're seeing. I need to take a picture too. I don't want to forget because I'm going to go into another set and I want to take pictures of the color combinations. I keep photographs of all my art cards. Then I can reuse them. I can print them out, reuse them, or digi them up, or play with them for other projects. So I have photographs of them all. I don't remember who gets what. I don't keep track of who gets which card. But I do keep photographs of them all. Okay, so let's see. I'll start with these two, I guess. All right, so I did want to add a little bit of a planet or something up in the sky here. Oh, and I'll also get my Posca paint pen and or a Jelly Roll pen. I don't know what, by the time you tell me, you said you see it for the second from the left. I've shuffled these cards probably 4 times by the time I see your comment, guys. Sorry. Because there's a lag, remember? There's like a 30-second lag. So, yeah. I want y'all to be able to see kind of some of the stuff I'm doing, but there's no, no pressure to put on them. But that's kind of a purple one there. And then I want a little bit of a glow around here. I'm just doing these two at the same time because they're similar. I'm going to put some watch hands on them. And this is what I'm talking about, this pencil that I'm adding right now. This is what I'm talking about, that if you rub real hard with your varnish, then you will, you can wipe it away. Yeah, I use on my spine, I have a piece of chipboard and duct tape. This, you have to have sturdy spines or the rubber bands will collapse your spine. You have to have it pretty sturdy. Okay, now I want my watch hands. Let's see, which way do I want them to go. I think I'll have one going this way and one coming right through here. I'm just kind of laying them out, and then I will, this one has the hands coming down. I want to just kind of pencil those out because I don't want them going this way. I want them going a different way. So I'm going to get rid of the watch hands that are there. Put my own in. I'm just kind of blocking them in right now because I'm going to go over them with the Posca. And a little bit more. Let's do a little bit of a shoreline thing coming up here like this. Like those. Water coming this way, water coming this way, water coming this way. All right, let's get the base down here and then I'll get in there with the Posca. The landscape card. This one. This landscape. This landscape. This landscape. Oh. All right, so I'll do that with the Posca. All right. Because I want more water coming down that way. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm just working on these two kind of right now. All right, so now I'm going to take my Posca and do the watch hands coming. Whoops, not that far. Right through it like that. Same for this one. This one. Thanks, Laura. I might need a couple more stars. And now let's go back down to the water. This wave is kind of crashing over this wave right here, which is kind of flowy down. It's kind of flashed out a little on the white. It's a little tricky to see all that in there, but I'm going to add some blue in there. Yes, they could be together. I mean, they probably were part of the same art card. I mean, the same journal. Well, they were part of the same journal page. I cut journal pages. If you're just joining me, I cut a bunch of old art journal pages apart to make these art cards. Thanks, Melody. Yeah. All right, let's add a little bit of blue-gray. This may not be dark enough. Yeah, I need a little bit darker. Oh, pencils are rolling. That's going to be too green. It might work on some of those, though. No, it's not. We almost need a gray. Too green. No. Well, no. It's too green. It's probably too dark. I have to have a light touch. I just want a little darker under here. And then I'll blend it with the light blue. The car, so I said car. Hey, Terry. We were just talking about you and showing some of your pictures. Somebody said you bought a washer and dryer yesterday. Good to see you. Thanks for sharing some of your trip. That was awesome. No salt. I didn't catch something. I could actually put this with paint on a brush. Yes, we've already posted pictures, talked about you. I get a little bit of white paint on my hand here. I want to kind of smooth that out. I don't know, this could be a genie in a bottle. We could do that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get, where's my paintbrush? I need coffee, guys. My throat is really starting to feel dry. Ugh. I need a small brush. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do these as like a genie bottle. How about that? I'm going to do it like a genie bottle. Let that dry and put some little crystals on it or something. All right, let me dry this. Okay, it needs a little bit of blue on here. A shadow of blue down in here. Now, let's do a little, let's try to make a little kind of a, I want it to kind of almost look like a crystal bottle or something. Get that effect. And then I want the blue. Let's see if we can do a little. It's not going to show. It's going to be tricky to show up on top of the white. But let's see. Let's put a little blue and then we'll put some white to make it show up. That won't really have to have white. Okay. It's hard to see right now, guys, till I put some shadows on there. Might be too busy. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's go with the purple to kind of knock back the white. Make sure you post updates, Terry. I'm not able to watch them all here. I want to know what's going on with you, girl. Girl. I need a dark gray. Let's see. Here's one. All right. Let's see here. It's too gray. Well, I'll go over it with the blue. So I wanted to show something like that. Didn't plan this out very well to go over the waves. Let's see. I think I'll need to do this with paint. All right, so let me go ahead and mix me up a little. I mean, I can just go ahead and get some gray, but I'll just mix me up a little gray here. A little bit of that purple will probably be good. And I don't really want, well, I guess it could have a little bit of purple because it is that purpley. Let's Let's see. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint in too dark. I'm going to paint in the dark smoke, and I'm going to go back over it with the white because it's not showing up. The smoke is not showing up like I want it to. Something like swirling around there. So I just put a little base on there. Now I'll dry that. I gotta go get coffee after these two guys. We've been here an hour and a half, and we've only done almost just finished 2. Well, those other ones won't take too long. I was hoping to get like 2 sets done. All right, so now I'm going to get the white and make some kind of little smoky bits here. But I still have to, you still have to see it on top of the water, which again, I wasn't too, didn't think about that one out too much. All right, let's dry that. When I try to put smoke over the top of a wave, that wasn't too thought out. Just saying. Not too thought out there. Alright, so now I'll get a little bit more. Alright, let's see if I can do this now. I want it to look like it's coming out of the bottle, but the waves are kind of interfering. But not everyone comes out exactly like you hoped. And we just roll with it. Okay. I'll stop on that because I'm going to run out of time if I just sit here and fussy with these two. But it's a little bit more, you can see it a little bit more in person, but it's still a little, maybe 2, where's my gray? Nope, I need the gray. Yeah, don't try to do smoke on top of it. You're welcome, Melody. Thanks for being here. Sleep well. Alrighty, I'm going to stop on them, guys, because otherwise I'm just going to be fussing for an hour, and I want to move on. I'll probably add a little bit more smoke to it here in a little bit, but we got these two kind of going on. I think it needs, you know what it needs? I'll tell you what it needs. It's pink smoke. It needs pink smoke. That will help make it a little bit more stand out from the, there we go. That's what it needed. All right, that makes me happier. All right, so it's a little better. Thanks, guys. All right, let's move on because I wanted to get another set done. We're not making much headway. Let's do these other 4 real quick. All right. This one I wanted a shooting star. Should I make smoke coming out? Let's see, there were little bottles here. All right, let's do that. Where's my brush? This will show up because it's not on a white background. Okay, let that sit for a second. I'm trying to add one more little swoosh here. Need just a little bit more smooth. It's a little rough. My smoke is a little rough. Need it a little smoother. All right, there we go. That's better. I'll play with that a little later. All right, back to this one. I'm loving the color combination. Thanks, Carol Renee. Well, the color combinations were picked because that was the colors of the art journal page I cut up. So, yeah. Alrighty. Let's just add a little bit of cloud thing going on up here. And then we'll call that one done too. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to say that one's done. Those two, these, let's do these three here. All right, where's my Posca? Okay. Darker. You tweeted a picture of the squirrel. Okay, hang on, Carrie. Let's see here. Thanks, Terry. Let's see what Carrie's tweeting me here. That's a stretch, guys. That's a stretch. Which one was it? This one. This is this is where they're seeing the squirrel, guys. Gary. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So this is where everybody's seeing. I did not see that at all. I did not see that. Good one. Good one, Carrie. Oh, that's too funny. That's funny right there, Carrie. Oh, gee. Okay, let's add a couple more. Let's see. I think I'll make one more with my purple. Let's make a little purple planet here. Everybody sees it now that you drew it, Carrie. You drew it, so now... Not too gray on blue here. Oh, purple. There we go. Some people look for faces and everything. Carrie looks for squirrels. I know, right, Terry? Okay, I'll call that one done. Oh, wait, I wanted a couple little more splashes coming up here. It's too much, I think. Just wanted a little bit, just a little splash right there. All right, there's that one done. What else do we got? Got those, that. Now you have to, no, I don't have to paint that squirrel. No, I don't. Where's my purple? I'm not very zoomed in, guys. I'm just trying to hold them up to you guys so you can see them. I could have zoomed in, but most of the time I zoom in and then everybody goes, well, I can't see what you're doing all over the place. So this time, this will be one of the episodes where you can see everything all over the desk. Instead of, this is how I work, right here. This is how I work, people. These are on the art card list. Yeah. These are on the art card list. People, I have 15, I think, or 16, I said, people that are on the art card list at the moment. So, yeah. And the only time I ever make them is here. So, yeah. Let's do a little more water there. A little more water here. Let's get down here with a little bit more. I can't make these for everybody's birthday. No, there's no way I can do these for everybody's birthday, guys. I do good to get birthday cards out. I can't make these for 200 people every year. No, that ain't happening. Yeah. Okay. Let's put a little green on that. Kind of just like a little. All right. It's a little dark blue in there. I'm going to have to get out just the touch of blue paint. Just needs that one little bump of paint. Right in there. I'll go over it with a pencil. I already send out the birthday cards. I can't send out art cards on birthdays too. All right, let me dry this. Yeah. All right, now I can add a little bit of white on there. There we go. Just need a little blue in that. There we go. All right. Did I not send you one, Suzanne? Are you on the art card list? You have. I've sent you an art card, Suzanne. Oh my gosh, you girls. I'm sure I have, Suzanne. All right. Let's see. Now, let's go back here. These two, and I want to show you how I varnish one. Oh wait, I got this one needs a little bit. This needs something. These are done. That's done. That's done. Maybe done. This one needs some done. You going to bed, Marilyn? Sleep well. Oops, a little thick on that. Let's redo that. Oh, you're aggravating. Yes, because it's your birthday month. Yes. All right, I think I'll go with that. All right. Let's add a little bit of more little water flow going down these stairs. Very tiny, but I still want it to show. It kind of hangs off the cliff right there. There we go. All right, we'll call that one done. All right, let me take a quick picture and then I'll varnish one to show you. And I'm going to have to do another segment, guys. I won't have time in this segment. What time is it? 10, 11? Okay, I have time to do another set. So we'll call this one the blue and purple cards set. And then I'll start another recording because I need to take a break and get coffee. So let's let's kind of get them all in a thing. Or I can take a picture. Let's put some pencils in here. So y'all get to see how I photograph this. Where's my white? Here's white. Let's show as much as I can. That looks like a good picture right there. Wait, this is needs a little bit more balance. Put that one behind that one there. Okay, that was pretty good. Spread it out just a little because I'll end up cropping it like right in here for the thumbnail. All right, let me take a quick picture. Thanks, guys. Hey there, sister woman. Let's take a picture. See, is it spread out just enough? I need it a little bit longer. Let's make it a little wider. Wider. There we go. All right, let's take a quick snap of this. Get under the camera here. Okay, let's see. This needs to come down. Okay. Alrighty, so let me varnish one real quick and show you how I finish one off. And then I'm going to take a break and we'll do another set. Because I really wanted to do these. I also wanted to do these pink and gray ones. And I have these orange. I think I'm going to go with the orange ones. Because I haven't done orange, russet, and turquoise are these colors. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you how I varnish and how I finish one off. Well, I paint the back. I'll go ahead and do one on the back, but I usually don't paint the backs until I've varnished the front and the varnish dries. The reason for that is because if I paint, all right, so let me go ahead and just paint the back real quick. So if I paint the back and then I go to varnish the front and I get any varnish from here onto here, it'll stain it. You'll see a shiny spot. So I usually don't do this part until after the varnish dries, which I just leave sitting overnight. Okay, so, but I paint all the backgrounds like this, a solid black, and I'll hit it with the heat gun here. Because you can't, I don't trust to do a heat gun on a varnish because it could bubble and all kinds of stuff. So. Let me dry my desk too. Oh, you put some black on the background of your Lisa. Oh, I bet that looks good. I think all I saw was the pink and purple. I hadn't seen any black yet at the time you posted, I don't think, Vicki. All right, so now, then what I usually do is I'll take a silver pen. Where's my silver pen? I got to think for a minute. Where's my silver pen? Oh. Here. Sometimes I'll take white. I like to use silver. Silver Pentel gel pen, and I'll sign it. And I'll varnish this one just so you can see. 17. Then I usually put one shooting star, like that. And that's usually how I sign the backs of them. It's splashed out, but yeah. I'll readjust my light here again because we've been moving things around so much. There we go. So that's what it looks like. Alright, so real quick, the varnish I use is the Delta Ceram Coat Interior Exterior Varnish. And I talk about it every time. It's about $10 for an 8-ounce bottle. Use a 50% off coupon. You can get it for, $5 or $6. And it lasts a long time. Because all you need is just about the size of a nickel. Okay. Now remember, there's pencil on here, so I'm not going to rub. Remember, don't scrubby. I just roll it around and then just brush it off the edges like this. I'm not pushing down. I don't want to get, I don't want to mess up any pencil. I'm just kind of smoothing it out. If you don't like to use your finger on varnish, then use a sponge brush. Don't use a brush because you'll have brush marks. And it is a little cloudy. It's a little milky while it's wet, but it dries perfectly clear. You can just tilt it and see if you've missed any spots. Then I just set this aside to dry, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to stop this recording, and I'll start another one in a minute after I take a break. And you'll see it next year. It'll take that long, Vicki. Oh my gosh. No, it won't, girl. Okay. All right. So thanks everybody for watching the recording. If you're watching on YouTube, remember you're weird and I like you. I'll be right back, guys. Thanks.